Alright, hey everyone, Simon here. We're playing Bioshock Infinite. So, in the last little segment, well, pretty big segment actually, we went to future Columbia and saw old Elizabeth firebomb the entire world because she was disappointed. It seems like an overreaction to me, but you know, firebombing the entire world is, I guess, that's what happens when you're the absolute dictator of Flying City, I guess. You firebomb things when you're bored. Alright, so now we are back with Elizabeth, and we are gonna stop Comstock, I think. Let me just see if I can find more ammo before I run ahead. Did I kill these guys, or was this... Did I kill these guys? I didn't, right? Alright, that's good. Get more ammo. Get more ammo. Wait. I didn't want to drink that. Where's it? Okay, don't spam too much, because if you accidentally pick up the alcohol, you lose salts, which kind of sucks. What are you selling? Maybe I should buy some other upgrades. What do we have? Damage boost, hailfire. I don't use these weapons. Although maybe I should, because there's like achievements for using these weapons. I can do that in my own time. I guess I'll do that in my own time. There's achievements for killing people with certain weapons, and because I keep using these two guns
Here's some cat. Look.
All the time.
Hand of the Prophet. Comstock's flagship. Gotta find a way on board.
Stay here. I'll handle this.
We're doing this together, or I'm doing it alone. Either way, I need to know the thing's been done.
DeWitt, you struggle against prophecy. Like a stone loosed from a sling. How thrilling to launch. How breathtaking the apex. And how terrifying the descent as gravity drags you down into the inevitable.
Okay, well, Comstock seems pretty confident. And Elizabeth just teleported back and forth just now. That was strange. Alright, so now we have to board the airship. I'm remembering a few things out of sequence.
Let me see.
So the explanation for where the Vigors came from, it's not actually in the main game, it's in the DLC. The DLC are pretty good, so I'm gonna play those as well, definitely, and record those. I'll talk about them when I play them.
Wanna hold on to this?
Sure. This city is remarkably combustible, given that it's mostly stone, right? The city is mostly stone, but it's remarkably burning. I mean, it looks pretty impressive, but I'm not sure if that's really, unless it wasn't stone all along, unless it was polystyrene all along, in which case, that makes sense. But it's not, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be stone.
What's that sound?
Look! Take cover!
Are they
Must
dropping...
be duds.
Those aren't duds. They're...
Are they dropping...
Around you, Elizabeth. I built all of this.
Elizabeth!
On it!
You are my air and my blood. And what has DeWitt ever done for you? To him, you are now what you always were. A means to an end.
No, you, Comstock. He literally just projected onto you all of his own failings. Because... well, first of all, he didn't build this city for Elizabeth, he built this city for himself and for bombing all the people in the world who aren't white. And secondly, it was Comstock who was considered Elizabeth a means to an end. I mean, he was the one who would change her into, you know, the next prophet. He was the one who didn't really care about her well-being, and only was concerned about having her drown the mountains of men in fire. Games are pretty smart about that now these days. Like, you know, how the bad guys essentially project all their own problems onto the player. Bioshock 2 did this really well. Although, you know, not Bioshock 2, my bad, Borderlands 2 did this really well. Although Bioshock did too. Atlas? Like when Atlas kind of...
See what else I can find.
Once Atlas revealed himself and his deception to you, he did similar things. So they project. You know, they say whatever it is you, or whatever it is that they're doing, they'll say you're doing. It's a psychological fallacy that people get into. Like, whatever it is that they hate about themselves, they project onto other people. Are we still fighting?
That way, now!
On it.
Alright. Borderlands 2 did it really well. I mean, Borderlands 2 was quite over the top, but like Jack would say exactly what he was, and then he'll blame it on you. It's really good. Like the characterization was really well done. Actually, where are we? Comstock House? Oh, that's the prison, right? Okay, that's where they were, or is it? Or is it back here? I'm not sure where I am. Let me see if I can find a good view. I think there's also enemies over there. So we came from there. So this is Comstock House, right? I still don't know what the building actually looks like in terms of plan and layout. Oh well, I guess we'll never find out. And like, why would you need this? Is it like a government building? Is this where the government of Colombia? I don't remember there ever being like a parliament or a congress or any sort of government. It always seemed just like Comstock just ruled everyone. But there must have been some sort of government, right? He must have had advisors at least, if not ministers. If this was a government building, that would kind of make sense because, you know, there's no shops, there's no houses, so it must be one of these other things. Like a government building. But then, I don't think there's a government in the story, so I don't know what this is. I don't know, if it's a really big palace, then it's really big. It's massive for a palace. I mean, even by palace standards, it's massive. There's still enemies. Gonna put you in the ground. Interesting thing to say now that we're, you know, flying in the sky. Oh look, there they are. Hop, 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 hop.
Booker, catch.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I think they still... well, there's this guy there. Alright, and they're all dead. So they were not quite intelligent enough to actually walk towards us. Alright, what's in here?
Seems right up your alley.
I'll see what I can do. It's done.
Great. What is in here? Corpse? Yeah, does he have a... Wait a minute, does he have things on him? Kind of. There's no loot in there, right? Alright. And what's in here? I don't... Oh, it's only one lockpick. No, I don't really need the money. Alright, let's leave that safe. What's over here? Voxophone.
My brother has presented me with an ultimatum. If we do not send the girl back from where we brought her, he and I must part. Where he sees an empty page, I see King Lear. But he is my brother. So I shall play my part, knowing it shall all end in tears.
So... the Lutèce's brother doesn't entirely agree with the Lutèce's sister. The brother wants to take the girl back to where she came from. So, well, I mean now it's pretty clear now that the Lutèce twins brought Elizabeth here from somewhere else. And the brother wants to reverse that, like he doesn't really like how things are turning out. But the Lutèce's sister also doesn't like how things are turning out, but predicts that things will be even worse. Or like there's no happy endings in this story. Which is true. Both are true. So
Some cash.
it also really clarifies why things are happening, because it's the Lutèce, like the Lutèce siblings are the ones driving this. Like the brother is the one who presented the ultimatum, who said we have to, you know, take the girl back where they took her from. And the sister is, you know, complying. So they're the ones who set this whole thing in motion. And they're the ones who actually have an agenda here. Everybody else is just playing along to their script.
Booker, look. It's a shuttle that can take us to the hand of the Prophet.
Maybe it's also a shuttle that can take us, you know, to Paris. We've had plenty of opportunities to just go to Paris by now. And we do know that Comstock himself is not going to set the world on fire. It's Elizabeth who's going to set the world on fire, according to the prophecy.
This ship is set to return to the hand of the Prophet. I am awaiting your order to proceed.
Alright, we are going to the hand of the Prophet.
Right you are. We depart to the hand of the Prophet.
The only reason any of this is happening because the Lutèce twins have interfered.
Do you think it's possible to redeem the kind of things that we've done?
Redeem? I don't see much use in that.
Booker, are you afraid of God?
No. But I'm afraid of you.
Redeem the things you've done. I haven't done that much. I've shot people who were mostly shooting at us in the first place, so...
It's Comstock's men, they're coming out to meet us.
See, the thing is, Booker DeWitt has done some pretty terrible things. I haven't. Hey guys. I see you. Is that all of them? Return to your airship. No. I said no.
Another gunship on the left.
Why?
Rockets, watch out!
Alright, well, watch out. Oh, here they are. Alright, here we go. Jump.
Booker, look, it's the box that flew to a flagship.
The Vox are here to attack the flagship. Well, isn't that interesting? Let me just punch this guy until he dies finally. And then... oh, he's got rockets. Alright, never mind. The Vox are attacking those guys. There's the airship there. That's impressive. That's those guys there. See, this is kind of interesting. Like, it's cinematic and
Look
interesting.
out! More of them!
And it fits with the theme of a flying city, in that we are fighting up in the skies. Just punch that guy a little bit. Are you shooting at me? I need to wait a minute. I need to knock him off for achievements. Okay, let's do that. And that didn't really work out the way I wanted. I wanted to knock him off the boat, really. Let me just grab that and then go back across. How do you knock people off boats again? I need to use a different figure. Hey guys. Let me just check what I can use to knock people off. Fucking Bronco? Never mind, let's just try to charge. That doesn't really knock him off. Neither does that.